What's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to look at the top 10 football cards that went up the most over the last week and dive in deep on some of the data because, the football season is around the corner. Today's June 15th. The preseason will start in August. I believe, actual training camp will start in July. So it's around the corner. I think we're getting really close to that time where, if you're going to buy your football cards and actually try to flip them for some profit, now is the time. Or even if you're just collecting them, obviously, but because you'd rather pay less than pay more, because I think these things are going to be seeing a rise in price pretty soon. Before we dive in, a couple reminders. The podcast, if you want the audios from these videos, check out the podcast. And if you want my top sports card pick of the day, join the Sports Card Society. You get a special video almost every day, short video, only about 5 minutes. I show the card, data, research, reasoning as to why I like it and what I plan on doing with it. When am I gonna sell it? Or am I holding it? What am I doing? A relevant previous example is this Baker Mayfield here. We're getting it for well under $300 in February, March, and here it is going for $510 in June. So pretty good return there. That pays for your whole year's membership of the Sports Card Society, but it's only $12.99 a month. Plus, you get access to our private Discord, which is a fantastic group of people. Link in description: SportsCardSociety.com. Number 10 on the list. So, by the way, we're in the Market Movers tool. Went to price movements by card, pulled up football and the grade PSA 10. Got to look at the PSA 10 because that's where the entire sports card market starts. Deshaun Watson, number 10 on the list, his 2017 Prism Silver. Kind of redundant because every card was a silver in 2017, but nonetheless, pop count of 2147, up about 7.5%. I'm not going to chart that. Deshaun Watson, still someone that I am just not in on. There is a chance. He doesn't even play this year. I think he will play football again, but I kind of don't even know if he'll play this year. We'll see. Number 9 on the list, Josh Allen, 2018 Donruss base. Pop count of 1578, up 10.7% on the week. I have at least a couple of these. I think Josh Allen is someone that is going to definitely see some pretty solid spikes. I think he's going to be one of the more high-demand players coming into the football season based on basically his breakout season last year. Josh Allen, he made it all the way to the AFC Championship game and kind of almost beat Patrick Mahomes. And this card's been fairly flat. Maybe it's taking a little bit of a dip here. But I think this card's going to see a nice solid rise come July, August. Matter of fact, I'll put a link in description for that card because I like its price point and I think it's going to be $350 plus by the time the season starts. Number 8 on the list, Kyler Murray, 2019 Select Concourse. Pop count of only 928. Up almost 12% on the week. I really like this card. I think Kyler Murray's going to be a high-demand player coming into the season. He had a nice step up last year. You could call it a breakout, but his rookie season was fantastic too. He just stepped it up even more last year, and I expect him to step it up even more this year. And fairly low pop count card, I dig it. Going for around $200, I dig it. I really do. Daniel Jones, number 7 on the list, 2019 Prism base. So these are all rookie cards so far, by the way, and I'm sure they all will be. Pop count of 2,111, up almost 12%. Daniel Jones. I'm not the biggest Daniel Jones fan, but this is his Prism, and I expect his cards to go up too come the season because he's getting Saquon Barkley back. And they signed Mr. Kenny Golladay. So I think that there will be some reasonable hype around Daniel Jones, and I like where his prices are at right now. Not the top guy I'm buying, but I think he's a buy. Number 6 on the list, Patrick Mahomes' 2017 playoff base, pop count of 405, up 15.5% on the week. Playoff base, I got to pull up this chart because I am not sure. What's this card? Interesting. If you're looking to get a Patrick Mahomes rookie, this one's on the lower end. Let's pull it back 180 days real quick. And by the way, we're in the Market Movers tool. I told you that already, but this is my data tool of choice, no doubt about it. In today's day and age, you have to have a data tool. This is the one I like. I think it's the best. I think it's by far the best. So I'll put a link in description for it. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year, whichever subscription you choose, of the Market Movers tool. So this card's overall, so here was its height, obviously, right here around the Super Bowl. Got up to, about $1,100 here's $855. What date is that? Day before the Super Bowl, day of, 9:37. And then it took a step down after the Super Bowl, and it looked like it took another. Now it looks like it's kind of trending up, actually. I just kind of like that card because I like the low pop count. It's not the flashiest card, not the coolest looking card, but he's in his Chiefs jersey. It's a lower end. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is someone that I have put a good amount of money in the off season, and I just don't know if there's really a safer bet with more upside because it's Patrick Mahomes. So I'm buying that one. But anyways, let's get to the nitty gritty. So I'll put a link in the description for that Josh Allen and that Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, in case you want to take a look at those. Number 5 on the list, Barry Sanders, 1989 score, number 257, pop count 1851, up 15.5% on the week. So this is like his main rookie card. As soon as I pull it up, you'll probably notice. Like, you've definitely seen this one before, I'm sure. This is his main rookie card. What's up, Barry? This card started the week at $12.55, ended the week at $14.50. Interesting. Let's pull it back 180 days. 180 days ago. Looks like it spiked all the way up to 4,000 around the Super Bowl. That was also when Vintage Legend stuff ran up. And then it's come back down to, it's probably about its bottom. I mean, that latest sale, $14.50. But if we go to eBay, let's see what some are listed for. Let's go to the bin. The buy it now. By the way, I really want to get to 5,000 subscribers. Please help me. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Super supports the channel and makes me feel good. I appreciate it. Thank you. $12.99 looks like the lowest we see. Actually, that's probably all right. What did we say? The last one sold for $14.50. $1,200, it was going for $1,100 180 days ago, and then $1,300 and $1,225. So I think and you see how it's kind of leveled out here, the support going on here. It's been slowly ticking down, but it really seems like it's got a good level of support here, maybe even turning around a bit. So I'd definitely be a buy on that card. I'll put a link in the description on that. It's Barry Sanders. It's a legend. He can go tear his ACL, and no one's going to know other than his wife and kids. So his stuff is cemented, and this is his main rookie card. If you're going to have a Barry rookie card, this is probably the one. Wait a minute. Was that 1,200? Oh, BCCG. Never mind. Number 4 on the list, Josh Jacobs, 2019 Prism base, pop count of 791, up 16% on the week. Let's pull up his chart. Josh Jacobs, he's had a good first 2 years. I think the way I have him in my Dynasty Fantasy Football League, John Gruden drives me nuts. Josh Jacobs should be catching more balls than he does. He should just be in more than he is. Like, he should just, in other words, he should just be involved more in passing plays. Yes, I am better than John Gruden. No, I'm sure it works really well for John Gruden's team. I just hate it for fantasy football. For my fantasy football in particular. This card started the week at 45, ended the week at 52. Here it is at 64. Let's pull back 180 days. I don't think I'm a buy on this card. I just don't think Josh Jacobs is really going to have the love or the hype. So I think I would be, I'd be holding this card, and I'd be looking to sell it around the beginning of the season. Number 3 on the list, Daniel Jones again, 2019 Select Concourse this time. Pop count of only 527, up 18% on the week. Let's chart it, baby. By the way, I started because I asked you guys a while ago, if you, because I'm really into cryptocurrency too, and I have been for years. And I thought, there's probably a lot of people involved in sports card investing that are pretty interested in crypto. And I asked you guys if you would be interested in seeing some crypto content from me. And a lot of you said yes. So I'm not going to do it on this channel. So I started another channel just for crypto. I'll put a link for that in the description. And we'll be doing that probably every day also. because crypto is something I really love. I think Bitcoin is definitely the winner long term. I think it is the best form of money that has ever existed, based on a lot of things, but I'm not going to go into all that here. It's coming from an economic standpoint, what money actually is, which is not currency. Money and currency, very different. Money is meant to be finite, and we've never actually had a true finite money in history of mankind that we know of. Actually, there's nothing that could have been, because whether you're using seashells or salt or beads or silver or gold or gems or what have you, you can always get more of them. Not that they're easy to get, but you can get more of them. Bitcoin has a cap. It's done. There's no way to do more. So I think eventually it just wins long term, and I think big investors, I'm talking like fixed income, which would be like pension fund people, which is about 100 trillion worldwide, bond people, which is multiple 100 trillions worldwide. I think that some of that money starts coming into Bitcoin, and I think that we're just so at the tip of the iceberg still. And I can go into a long explanation, but this is a sports card channel. I do that on the crypto channel. Check it out, link in the description. Daniel Jones here, we got $66. High sale 106, latest sale of $90. Again, I think Daniel Jones is going to go up. He's not like my top pick, though. I'd rather buy a guy like Josh Allen or Kyler Murray or Patrick Mahomes. But I think his cards do see a rise. So if you have it, I'd hold it. But I probably wouldn't buy it. I'd probably buy. I mean, I would. It's fine. I just would probably rather buy one of the other players I mentioned. Number, I think, 2 on the list, Mr. Derek Carr. Bringing the Carr. 2014 Topps Chrome base, pop count of 1819. Up 31% on the week. That's interesting. Let's pull up his chart. Again, Derek Carr is another guy I'm super duper high on. Mr. Derek Carr. Let's get his card. Throw it, Derek. So get $56 to start the week. High sale of 78, latest sale of 67. Let's pull it back 180 days. By the way, if you want help learning how to read these charts better, I put together a course called The Delta Factor to help find undervalued cards in these charts. Because having the data is one thing. You got to have the data. In my opinion, you got to have the market movers tool. Again, link in the description with the discount code. But you got to learn how to read the charts too. So I put together a course because I get people asking me all the time. So I put one together. Comes a couple bonuses. You get a free month of the Sports Card Society and a year access to the Discord. Check it out. Link in the description. So Derek Carr, he looks like he's kind of bottomed out here. Just, if I'm a Derek Carr fan or a Raiders fan, maybe I'm buying it. And I think it probably goes up in value. I just rather buy a different card. Different player. Number 1 on the list, Drew Lock. So I'd be holding the Derek Carr. I'd be holding all of these, actually. At least holding, if not buying. Drew Lock, number 1 on the list, 2019 Prism base. Pop count of 2706, up 37% on the week. Drew Lock, not someone that gets me real excited. He's got a lot of weapons around him. He's got Melvin Gordon. They drafted another running back, a guy from North Carolina. What's his name? I can't remember. Javonte Williams, maybe. I really like him. Actually, I think he's going to be really good. He's got Cortland Sutton coming back. He's got Jerry Jeudy. He's got Noah Fant. I mean, the guy might have the best set of weapons in the league. Anyways, this card started the week at $39.50. Had a high sale of 65. Latest sale of 58. This is the type of card where let's pull it back 180 days. I'd be holding this card. I wouldn't be buying it. I'd be holding it and probably looking to move it in the around the beginning of the season, during the preseason or around the beginning of the season. By the way, I made a video a few days ago talking about my top 2 cards that I'm buying right now. And since I made that video, I went and checked those prices again. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, because those 2 cards are just like money in the bank to me. Although the prices went up quite a bit since I made that video, so I don't know. They were Simone Biles cards. She really only has 2 of them. Pretty much really only has 2 of them, and it's just like it was just such a no-brainer for me. And that was one that I recommended to the society at least a couple months ago, and then again a week or so ago. And we got them, and I just knew they were going to go up. because she's like the face of the Olympics this year. She has the potential to go down as the best gymnast of all time. Like, the stage is really set for her. And I knew that the emotion and the hype would be high. It's just that people hadn't been thinking about it. And I still think there's a lot of room left on those cards. But anyways, so that was the top 10 list. I'll put the link in the description for the cards that I think are buys. In reality, I think they're all probably buys. But it's just which one do you want to buy more of, because you don't have unlimited funds to buy them all. And plus, if we had to buy one person, we'd buy Patrick Mahomes, right? Maybe Josh Allen, maybe Kyler Murray. Those are probably the top 3 on this, and those are the ones that I'll be putting links in the description to. And of course, it's Barry Sanders. I mean, this is his main rookie card. Duh. So I'll put a link for everything in the description. The Society, the Market Movers Tool with discount code, these cards that I thought were buys, the eBay links to them, the Delta Factor, and the link for the new crypto channel. So check all that out. Give this a subscribe. Give it a like. I appreciate you spending this time with me, Card Pack. Stay classy. You're awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.